A highly sensitive person is someone whose brain is really, really good at producing dopamine and norepinephrine, which are two neurotransmitters. So dopamine is the reward chemical, and norepinephrine is an excitement chemical, okay, in the brain. So when you have dopamine being produced, you feel rewarded, and when you have norepinephrine being produced, you feel excited. So a highly sensitive person has a different kind of brain. A little bit of stimulus causes the production of dopamine and norepinephrine, so you feel excited and rewarded. You feel really good with a small amount of stimulus. But any more than a small amount of stimulus, and your dopamine and norepinephrine just go through the roof, and then that excitement becomes agitation and stress, and we become really overwhelmed. It's too much. Too much dopamine is a bad thing. Too much norepinephrine is a bad thing, because then we're super excited. It's like too much stimulus. So highly sensitive is kind of I don't think that's a really effective name. Basically, it's just about how quickly you can produce those two neurotransmitters. Someone that is less sensitive takes a lot more stimulus to produce dopamine and norepinephrine. So it's hard to get them excited, and it's hard to get them to feel rewarded. So they're bored very easily. The introvert is satisfied by a little bit of social stimulus. Too much social stimulus, and now they've produced too much norepinephrine, too much dopamine, and they're like, I just got to go somewhere and recharge. An extrovert is someone that has a decreased ability to produce dopamine and norepinephrine, so they need a lot more conversation and a lot more people in order to feel excited and rewarded. And then you have the adrenaline junkies, which are even more extreme. They have even less ability to produce dopamine and norepinephrine, so they need extreme excitement in order to feel the same thing that an introvert can feel with a piece of paper. They need to jump off a bridge to get the same excitement that I have picking up this up and saying, oh, wow, that's a really cool thought. You know, I can go out into the woods and I can look at a leaf waving in the wind, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Whereas somebody that can't produce dopamine and norepinephrine like I can, they need to jump off the Empire State Building to get that same feeling. Whereas if I jump off the Empire State Building, I'm done. I'm a wreck. I'm a wreck even thinking about doing it. So that's really what it comes down to. It's a different type of brain. Now, neither one is wrong or bad. They are different adaptations. It's not like human beings evolved to be identical to each other. We all evolved with different genetic predispositions, and that's why we're still here. If everybody had the same genes, viruses would wipe us out, bacteria would wipe us out, traumatic events would wipe us out. We need people that have different genetic adaptations to the world around us, so that as a community we can survive things. Because if everybody is identical, then one threat could wipe everybody out. People want to think that there's one right way of being human. You've got to have this type of brain or you're not mentally healthy. And it's just, well, there's people with blue eyes not healthy because everybody should have brown eyes because brown eyes are more common. We have this genetic diversity for a reason. It allows us to learn from each other, and it allows us to provide strengths where the others don't have them. So the sensitive brain is a very useful adaptation, and so is the non-sensitive brain. That's a very useful adaptation as well. We both serve a purpose. Neither one is wrong or bad. People use the term introvert and extrovert to describe social situations. Is somebody outgoing or not? Is somebody gregarious or not? And it really has nothing to do with being an introvert or an extrovert. Now, an introvert or a highly sensitive brain can't handle a lot of social information coming at them. But an introvert can be outspoken, because outspoken, my voice is going out. So I can speak to a group because that group isn't all talking to me at the same time. When I get up and give a talk, I'm still being an introvert. I'm still being sensitive. But they're not all trying to talk to me at the same time, and they're not filling the room with lots of loud conversational noise. But if you took me with that same 200 people in the audience, and now they all started talking to me or talking to each other, I would shut down. But as long as I get to talk to them and they don't get to talk back, I'm okay.